My name is Mayank Chaya. I'm a journalist. As Bolinda Audio of Australia is preparing to reissue my Dalai Lama biography titled The Dénouement, the 14th Dalai Lama's Life of Persistence, some of my readers have requested that I read some paragraphs as a teaser, which is rather ironic because the professional version is done by the well-known Australian theatre actor and voiceover professional Paul English, who has done a superb job, as some of you will discover in the next week or so if you choose to buy the audiobook. In the meantime, since you have shown some interest in it, I'm going to read a few paragraphs from the first chapter titled The Dénouement. At 86, the Dalai Lama is closer than ever before to his corporeal mortality. China is watching out with considerable morbid interest for that eventuality. Even though as a state and a political system, China is unreligious, it is acutely aware of the cultural and philosophical appeal of Buddhism, something that Tenzin Gyatso has embodied since the age of 3. In his inevitable death, whenever that may come to pass, lies a powerful opportunity for China to reshape an institution over 6 centuries old and in the process deepen its control over Tibet even more. April 2019 marked the 60th anniversary of the 24-year-old Tenzin Gyatso's exile from Tibet after he traversed the unforgivably inhospitable Tibetan plateau by foot and on horseback to reach the northeastern border of India in Tezpur in Assam state. In some sense, any reasonable resolution of the Tibet issue seems as distant now as it was in 1959. In fact, it appears even more unlikely from the Chinese standpoint, as the state knows it can easily outlast the individual. Not willing or able or both to deal with the currently living Dalai Lama, China insists that he must reincarnate after his death, presumably as a pliable 15th Dalai Lama. The 14th Dalai Lama, who is arguably the most popular and consequential in the tradition's history, is much more inclined to end his lineage and preempt reincarnation. In a bizarre, believe it or not, twist to the question of whether the Dalai Lama should reincarnate, Beijing now seems to insist that he must, but as a sort of made-to-order successor who could be shaped and conditioned to accept complete Chinese control over Tibet and Tibetans. Even as the Chinese Communist Party does not accept the concept of Dalai Lamas as an old institution and is particularly contemptuous towards the current one, it is astute enough to recognize the political and cultural consequence of having a Dalai Lama in its place, as long as he is the kind they can run as their operative. It would not mind some return to Buddhism as long as it is this Dalai Lama free. Thank you for your attention. I'm Mayank Chaya.